This is your daily market review for Thursday, March 6th, 2025. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent, your daily market review for Thursday, March 6th, 2025. Hopefully you're having a great day. Interesting action. Not surprised by chopping and retest. We talk about this all the time. When you have lows, you can retest W bottoms, chop bottoms, head and shoulders bottoms. Again, personally, as we talk about, the market is extremely, in the negative sentiment phase of things. Is it oversold? Near term, yes. Long term, no. So it feels again like we've talked about, like it's setting up for a bounce into the quad witching OPEX in March, and probably till, at least back testing some levels. And again, we'll talk about that, all that stuff, what to expect. But here's the thing, right? We're living headline to headline. Whatever the administration says, market spooks, then they flip their mind, they change and say, oh no, it's not going to be that bad. But again, have your head on a swivel. If you're new to the channel, this is why you follow, you watch the daily market reviews, you pay attention, you save them. Let me know. I can help. Again, if you want to jump in the Discord room, got tons of folks just popping off here and there with comments and thoughts. And again, the goal is to help each other. If you're doing this alone, you're walking through literally the desert trying to figure this out, and you haven't been doing this your whole life, it's going to be pretty damn hard. So let me know how I can help. If you want to join the Discord room, again, links in the description below. Jump on the Calendly. Take 30 minutes. Let's chat. If you're looking to trade, invest, if you're looking to buy, sell, invest in real estate, and you do not hit me up, then we have problems. I will reach through this microphone and slap you. Not because I don't love you, it's because I'm disappointed. As like the fact that is you can get two agents for the price of one, you get my leverage of negotiation, my team, my help, and then also you get a local expert to help you do whatever you're needing to do. So again, don't hesitate to reach out. Always here to help. Also follow, like, subscribe on the Twitter. Oh, that's the draft. And posting tons of trades, ideas. Again, appreciate all the love, support, people posting. Again, check out Trading Agent on YouTube. If you're not watching on this platform, again, hit the notification bell no matter where you're at. And again, check out all the education. There's 52 educational videos. If people go, trading's easy, I'll just follow some guru. Good luck. No, get educated yourself. Again, everybody has different personalities and different ways that they want to trade. Some people have to be very careful so they don't get addicted to the adrenaline of trading. Again, I personally don't have that kind of mindset. I prefer more swing trading and trading around positions, not sitting around watching the markets for 6.5 hours a day. All right, check out tradingagent.com. Again, tons of resources, education, recommended reading, some tweets, fun stuff. All right, let me know what I can do to help you grow as a trader. All right. CME watch tool, 9%. We know March meeting, nothing expected. Again, you might, and this is what is always interesting. Again, leave a comment below. I want people to interact with this stuff. Think about it. If the markets are down, we know the Feds won't cut, but there will be rumors. Remember, the rumors are what's going to push the market, in my opinion, that, oh gosh, Feds are going to cut. Especially the closer you get to what? March 19th, which if you flip the calendar, it's not that far away. You have 1 week and then another week. I mean, you're basically, 10 days away? 10 trading days, right? And then 1, you got 5, 6, 7, 8 trading days. You're not that far off. So again, the rumors will come out, and we know nothing's going to happen. But again, that talk will get people excited, because again, buy the rumor, sell the news, mark it up, do whatever they need to do. And again, we'll talk about the level. Bitcoin, got to get over 93,000, 94,000. If not, this would be really bad for the bulls, because you could definitely easily come back to 71,000 with the quickness. Oil chopping around, nice doji. Again, market gets popped. Oil making higher lows. Watching. Natural gas seems to give no shiznits, holding up really well. Again, I'd really like to see this pull back into the 1 to 2 level range, if it's even possible at this point, because I think it has tremendous value. All right, well, let's get into dollar. This is why we like commodities. Dollar broke. Dollar broke. Volatility in the dollar. Dollar looks like officially a downtrend. Personally think that, again, in time, I think you can't go wrong with commodities and certain inputs. Again, if there's a tech war, do not buy the militaries. Buy the inputs. Buy the bullets. We talk about this all the time. TLT, we talked about this. Man, nailing it. 200-day said, don't be surprised if it backfills some. going into the jobs number. Boom, fills the gap, hits the 20-day, holds the 100-day. Doji going to the jobs number. You're welcome. This is why, again, in a trend, you have to learn how to trade it. It's not one direction every damn day. I hate to like sound like I'm aggressive. But don't assume that everything just moves in one direction every day. That's just the dumbest, naive crap you could have in your head. Please be careful. Vixen time. Interesting close today. Did close above, but didn't make new highs. And then you're going into the jobs number tomorrow. We know the job number is going to be crap. Again, it's the market reaction. If we gap down tomorrow, and you expect the doji like we talk about, could be an interesting trading day. Again, left some bullets to fire tomorrow. We'll see what happens if we get them. This is what's interesting too. The VIVIX, not even close. They're confirming the up. So bottoms first, tops first maybe. Keep an eye on it. SPY down 10 whopping dollars. Back to the 200-day. Now, did I expect the 200-day? I personally thought the Qs were going to play the game under it, but we hit it. So even better. Get it out of the dang way. It's an interesting level here. I personally thought these 2-day ranges would hold. Nope. Comes right back and retest. Okay. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. We haven't seen the 200-day in a long time. Q. Talked about the 200-day below trap that happened quite frequently. Let me see if I can get this thing to update. Seen this before, right? When you go below it, trap below it. You can go to old trends. Come on. Right? You go below it temporarily, go below it temporarily. Again, is it just going to be quick? We'll see. I mean, I personally think the market top is in. It's just, man, you go 540 down to 485. I mean, you have a little bit of reprieve, but like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of start to rally the stupid narratives. Again, and it's not stupid, I apologize. The BS narratives that tend to pounce around when you start getting the market to move, right? Going into an OPEX or you get into a big news cycle. Maybe the news cycle is going to be the FOMC meeting on March 19th. Just keep an eye on that. Again, we'll see what happens. IWM, right? Chopping around, making higher lows. Keep an eye on that, right? DIA, I'm pretty sure this one made, doji at lows too. So just keep an eye on it, guys, gals. Gold holding up pretty dang well, chopping around near the breakout in the 20-day. I honestly thought silver was going to get punished today, and I'm like, see, something's here. Something's going on here. Now we're holding up. I mean, look at the market. Down, silver up. Somebody knows something. Dollar down. Again, watching this mid-29s. If it holds, you might have a big move coming in some of this stuff. We'll see what happens here, especially for near term. Looking pretty good. GDX over the 20-day, holding over it. GDXJ seems to be chopping around near the highs. Again, we pulled through a lot of these leaders. AEMM holding up on the 20-day. AG. Again, this one is basing at the lows. I think you can take stabs at these with tight stops. Newmont. We talked about this one in the 30s. Now it's bouncing from the 50-day. I mean, there's a lot of room up here. A lot of room. So keep an eye on it. Some of these names, again, I think they're better trades than tech for upside. PAAS seems to be consolidating. I don't know. Keep an eye on it. I'm not really excited about PAAS, but some of these other names look pretty good. And just be patient. Taiwan Semi gets the deal in Arizona. Hits the 200-day. Again, to me, semis are the best short long-term. People hate when I say that. I don't know. Again, tech is just not going to be the place to hang out, right? That's all I can really say. Micron, chopping around the lows. I mean, again, you have trading ranges. Trade them if you need. AMDizzle seems to be just, when we talked about this thing getting beaten, I mean, it's not making new lows. So, I mean, I would anticipate a bounce. 20-day, maybe 50-day. I don't know. I mean, this thing is pretty oversold technically long-term. NVIDIA, again, I think NVIDIA is doo-doo long-term. Just keep an eye on it. I mean, it's broke the channel, broke the trend line. It's my short of 2025. Doesn't mean it can't. And this is where it's probably, and again, I was talking to my brother who does some trading. He was like, oh, man, I love NVIDIA. If you can trade daily options on it. He's like, man, if you buy the stock and then you sell cover calls, yeah. I mean, it's not going to go down in a straight line until it does, and that will probably not be until some summer, if I had to guess, later in the year. But again, I think you'll have a choppy, sloppy mess. Maybe it does come up in the second quarter. I don't know. Seasonality for chips is what? I'm trying to remember. I think there's I was going to say, I think there's usually some weakness. Let's go back to, and there's typically weakness in in the second quarter, if I remember correctly. Well, again, seasonality-wise, it doesn't always have to happen, right? But again, I don't think tech will be getting the money. Where's the money, Lebowski? I don't think it's going to be tech. SMCI is another one that's really interesting. Man, it better hold at that 150-day cross. Intellectual property. I think it's doo-doo, but I mean, at certain price points, it just seems to have a floaty, even some turds float in the toilet. I mean, I personally think they will get bought out, and it's more of a charity thing to gain favor with the U.S. government and also to try to get some subsidies. And I mean, who will it be? I don't know. It's a good question. AVGO after hours popping, had earnings. It's up at the 195. I mean, not surprised you drop going into earnings. I mean, you go from 250, 253 down to, yeah, I mean, there you go. Remember, just keep in mind, Apple's going to be cutting them out at some point. So not to say that we can't, man, look at this. I just noticed something like that, right? I don't know. Apple's going to cut them out. We'll see what happens here. Again, I'm personally not going to sit here and say that you can't short the pops, but I might be a little patient. I don't know what the best, I'm trying to think like the best channel range is. Probably there. Maybe if you get up somewhere in this area, 205, 206 at some point. SMH, this thing is, again, look out below. But it is chopping at lows. I mean, this thing is pretty oversold. It's kind of like this move, right? Like at worst, it's got some bounce in it. Maybe then it gets a gap down. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I personally, again, you just can't short lows. For the love of God, don't chase. Let price action come to you. Adobe seems to be holding up pretty well. On a day where the market was down a bunch, Apple seemed to be floating. Again, I'd love to see it up in the 247, 250 area for a short. Right now, it just, again, I mean, it doesn't look terrible. Amazon 200-day retest, you're welcome. Again, this is why we talk about choppy tops retest. If you trade the bottom and you just expect it to lift right off the bottom with no freaking recourse, well, I mean, don't be surprised when you have to learn that lesson the hard way, right? Trade around your position. We talked about this, trading around, buying the lows, and then seeing what happens, right? Meta, seems like the 100 days coming, right? I mean, you're so close. So close. How would you, I mean, I don't know. How do you not get there, right? If it doesn't, that'd be impressive. I'd be watching that area. CRM, we talked about this one due to bounce, right? Making higher lows. Cool. Keep it on it. Some of these names making higher lows look really good. Guggenheim, holding up really well, right? I mean, you're not even coming back. We'll see. Microsoft, talking about weak dollar helps them. Again, inside day, not acting that terrible. NDAQ, told you this exchange is fudged. People, I mean, I get a lot of flack sometimes, right? A lot of people go, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, the future is not tech. All right, we'll see what happens here in the 75s. But I think this is I mean, again, I look at NVIDIA and then I look at this company. Again, like when the money starts rotating because of a weaker dollar, different asset classes, new bull market inputs, I'm telling you, the Nasdaq exchange is not where the volume is going to be traded. Seen it before. MicroStrategy, nice pop. I mean, holding up pretty damn well. Hits the 100-day. Booyakasha, right? Netflix, wow, down $86. Down okay, big red coming into old trend line. I mean, I've been saying this for, I mean, what seems like a really long time. Like, I don't know what the value of this company is, why it should be trading at any premium. Again, their content's kind of mediocre. And again, there's no margin here. Oh, we'll just raise prices by $1 or $2. Okay, cool. I mean, that big red candle is just a beast. And not to say that it can't chop around it, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, probably go oversold and bounce, but that thing's toast. Put Netflix in your pipe and smoke that one out later. Roblox chopping around, man. You better hold this 58 area. PanW again. I like this stuff a lot. I like cybersecurity names a lot. I just don't think I can chase them up here. Right? Again, I'd rather play some of the stuff that's a little more oversold. Like Tesla to me makes sense to trade here. We've talked about the zone here, old support zone. It is bouncing here at some point. Is that all the bounce we get? I highly doubt it. I mean, I'm not going to say bet the farm on it, but you go from 488 down to 260, 02. There's going to be a decent bounce. And at worst, it's like this. You're going to get like that $60, $50 bounce. Keep an eye on it. Insight going nowhere fast, but I think it is a buyout target. Keep an eye on it. HIMS, I told you, again, there's a lot of weird people out there that are trading this stock, and they just like pump it every day. Told y'all wait for the blue zone, like taking the blue pill. Now maybe you get a little bit of a erection up. Say change of direction, erection. Maybe that's my new tagline. Change of direction, erection. Well, that's an up move. Keep an eye on it. I personally, again, I said this a million times. There's no barriers to entry. People are like, this is a $1 trillion company. I'm like, dude, anybody can knock them off. Amazon could create their business in like 5 minutes. I know they've got some good contracts. I'm not saying they're not well run, but I mean, we ran it for the Super Bowl. Oh, man, this is just one of those stocks. It could be dead money. I just keep an eye on it. I mean, if you want to trade that 35 area, go ahead. Palantir, we're talking about trading, right? Holding the ranges. Cool. Nice bounce, chopping around, keeping on this. Baba holding up pretty damn well. Credit where credit's due. I mean, we're in the consolidation phase, in my opinion. We'll see what happens here. Again, if it keeps going higher, congrats. Coin. This one's interesting, right? We talked about channel low, right? Holding channel lows. Keep an eye on it, right? McDonald's, seems to be chopping around under the breakout. DKNG. Keep an eye on this one, right? Keep an eye on this one because this thing could get burned. Again, I've said this. I don't think if you have a recession, higher unemployment, I don't know where all this gambling money is coming from. What is that? It's like these trend again when they sometimes when the shit updates, it doesn't update correctly. I apologize. It's like what is this trend line? I'm like I don't know what that is. I personally again have said that I thought that pop would get short. I mean we had a really good short on it. Took profits down here near term. And you watch what happens when the 200-day pops and hits. Airbnb chopping around. We talked about this one. Popped, gave it all back. Oops. Costco down $20 today. After hours, flat. Basically needs to hold. I'm watching this after hours. And again, I've not to say that I know anything for sure. Again, we trade with the probabilities. It just feels like head and shoulders top long term. People get mad when I say it. I'm like, dude, I don't know. Starbucks, man, Starbucks actually does piss me off. Here's one that's like, I'm definitely going to short the Everly. Oh, man, I didn't get in it. And then it drops straight. Warn folks. I mean, again, when they start laying off people, it's not because it's strong. I mean, they've got to consolidate. Their menu sucks. Their food is mediocre. Their coffee is bitter as shit. Ugh. Again, doji sandwich, big ass red candle. I mean, that gap looks like it's due to fill. But again, near term, anything's possible. I'm just looking for bounces to short at this point. Hopefully get them. If not, whatever. FedEx talked about you had a tradable bottom here to trade off of. Congrats. Caterpillar, again, look at the material names. Look at stuff that was green today. Cat, nice little bounce. Meow. Again, we know the trade tariff stuff has been priced in near term. Deere, ribbon right back, right? Nucor, down 0.38%. Nothing. Again, this looks like an interesting zone if you want to trade it. Maybe it turns into long-term bottom. Maybe these are in. Talking about dollar starting to weaken. I mean, again, I think X is tough. I don't even know. I don't know. They're settling with a buyout premium. VALE, we talked about this. Look at 50-day. Last 3 days. The market's getting crushed. What is leading up? It's not tech. Luke, I am your father. Come on. Just see it for what it is. See it for what it is. We like Arrow, another one. Arrow, we like Junior Copper. Showed you guys the copper names, professional gap up. Luke, what are you doing? Looks good. CCJ, right? Like this one, chopping around, right? CF, looking pretty interesting, right? Some of these ag names, man, I might have to put this one in the pipe. This one moves. This one moves real good. Ooh, 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 ooh. Come to daddy. Daddy likes. Again, sometimes it's not even on my, this is why I do the daily market reviews myself as well, to make sure I review the charts. Ooh, 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 oof, oof, oof. CF, put that back on your chart. CF, Mosaic, another one. Look at this volume at the lows. You gotta be kidding me after this thing has gotten absolutely fried. Fried green tomatoes. Look at that. Like it. I mean, again, don't go chasing it. But again, let it come to you. NTR, not as great. I like it. Man, throw AA in there. Hit some trend lines. Arrow, man. I'm just like taking, like I have Sharpie. I'm just writing with Sharpies all over I'm writing on my wall. No, I'm just kidding. Again, I think aluminum is good. XLF, told y'all they were going to cook this motherfucker at some point. 100 days been support though. Keep an eye on it. Again, if the market bounces, these could bounce, but they also could lag. Good old JP Morgan. A lot of people are like, you idiot, why would you short these guys? Then Jamie Dimon comes out a couple weeks later and goes, I'm not buying any stock and I'm selling $250 million worth or whatever the hell he did. Yeah, nice work, Jamie. Top, Jamie top. Keep an eye on it. Again, not to say that these can't go lower in time. No, of course, I think they will, but they look a little oversold, right? Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, right? I mean, unemployment goes up. These are the guys that are going to be struggling. KREs, chopping, 200-day. Man, the market makes news highs. Look at the KRE, not leading. I'm telling you, these things are doo-doo. SCO, let's go. SCCO, we talked about them. Freeport McMoran. Again, I like some of these names off the lows. I mean, I'm putting all these, man. Again, I might need to go use my other. Might be time to just move into commodity only. If you guys have seen my other workspace, it's like all commodities. Bullish commodities long term, you bet your sweet ass. Yeah, might be like the daily market commodity review. Keep an eye on it. XBI, range lows, jets. This one had a bounce yesterday. Gave it right back. Again, I don't think airlines are going to do so hot. XHB housing. When you think the market would be getting cooked, or sorry, this would be getting cooked, a little oversold bounce, huh? See, there's green shoots. Like, again, leave a comment if you're not familiar. You can see it. Like, the market makes new lows, and guess what happens? Right? A lot of people are just like, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like, bro, keep an eye on it. Look at the stuff. There's certain things that are already bottoming, and again, maybe it does get crushed. But you're seeing green shoots in certain places. Yeah, like solar shoots. I mean, I think you could play the bounces in these. I don't really recommend it because a lot of them look like shit other than First Solar. But First Solar has a reference. HYG. I mean, I've been saying this for a while. I'm like, you got to be out of your mind to buy corporate debt. Let's just move on from that. Oil. On a day where the market's getting slammed, jammed, inside day doesn't look so bad. UNG, again, I hate this product. Natural gas chopping around. KOLD, I personally think if you want to take profits on this massive short that you took, congrats. Let it rise. Do it again. XOP on the day where the market's getting slammed. Inside day, my brothers and sisters. Again, it could make a new low. It's always possible. Worth a watch, right? CVE, put this one in your pocket as well. Looking good when the market blowing off. Look at this trend of volume increasing as we get closer to the lows. You get the blow off, you get the inside, you get the big volume day tight candle, you get another inside tight candle. Somebody's doing something. Somebody's doing something. Valero, we talked about the gasoline names, typically bottom first. Could they be bottoming here? And again, I'm not necessarily thinking that we're going to the moon like oil's going to 120. I think it's a good trade. BP. Somebody knows something. Somebody. I'm trying to use that. Take that Michael Jackson song. All right. Look at ExxonMobil today. Ooh. Occidental. You bought this in the 44s. Ooh. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Somebody knows something. EQT. Yeah, this one's hard, right? I mean, this thing's been on fire. I mean, different is off the lows. I'd probably be worried. But again, I think it's chopping at the highs. Last but not least, Flex LNG. Again, keep it on. I think we'll be exporters of natural gas. So again, do you have any questions? Leave a comment below. If you're confused, you're like, why the hell do you love commodities? Again, talk about this over and over and over again. There's the tech war coming. It's just like in 2000s. Like, who's going to win the tech war? Who's going to be the best router? Who's going to provide internet service? Don't worry about that. It was the commodities. You need the inputs to make this glorious next level of educational technology and AI infrastructure. And you want Neuralink and you want more Wi-Fi everywhere, on Wi-Fi flying everywhere. Yeah, that's what you need. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And again, if you're doing a real estate deals, oh man, it's going to be hard if you work at a crappy broker. I promise you. All right, let's talk soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.